Welcome to Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu, and let's go ahead and dive in and not waste your guys' time, but don't forget to like and subscribe. We have a 2025, the new to Mazda lineup, the CX-70. This is the top trim in the lineup. This is the Premium Plus Turbo S trim, and we're going to go ahead and talk about this and talk about the CX-70. What is new and what does it bring to the Mazda lineup? So, you got 5 trims. You got the Preferred, Premium, Plus, in the non-S. Then you have the Turbo S, which comes in the Premium and the Premium Plus. So you got 5 different trims. This being the top trim, coming in at $55,950. This is a 5-seater SUV. This is one big thing that Mazda brought. They got rid of the third row SUV in the CX-90 and just made it a CX-70. And some other differences, like the front end. On the front end of the CX-70, you're gonna have a big difference on the fascia right here in this area, okay? So instead of the active air vents going in on a vertical plane, you have a big plastic bezel with still an active air vent, but again, just complete difference here. You also get blacked out trim, okay? All over the car to kind of differentiate from the CX-90. That is pretty much what's different on the front side, okay? On the CX-70, powertrain is exactly the same as the CX-90. You still get an inline-six 3.3 liter turbo powered. That comes in with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The Sky Active transmission is what they call it. And this exact Turbo S Premium Plus is pushing 340 horsepower with 369 pounds-feet of torque. But maybe you don't want the Turbo S and you want a non-S. Well, you're getting 280 horsepower with 332 pounds-feet of torque, okay? Now let's shoot over to the passenger side of the vehicle. Exact same. Now let me go ahead and give you guys some dimensions. Coming in at 202 inches in length, 78 inches in width, 68 inches in height with 122.8 inch wheelbase, 8 inch ground clearance, and 5,000 pounds of max towing capacity. MPG numbers is 23 city, 28 highway with a 25 combined, and a 19.6 gallon gas tank size. If you don't have the Turbo S, then you have an 18.5 gallon gas tank size. So a smaller gallon gas tank size on the non-S, okay? On the side of the vehicle, different rims. You'll see that going across the CX-70s. You have the machine surface silver with the high gloss black interior. Suspension system is shock spring strut suspension with the painted wheel well trims. Inline 6, letting you know that that's the engine you got in there with chrome black trim. Side mirrors do come blacked out. Integrated blinker lighting as well. Got some blacked out trim going around the windows again, and up top black roof rails, as well as coming over to the rear end. The only difference from the CX-90 over to the CX-70 that Mazda brought in is that rear bumper fascia. That's where you're gonna see a big difference again, okay? So kind of resembles the front where you have the big plastic bezels there. You're gonna see a big difference. And check out our video with regards to the comparison between the CX-90 and the CX-70 at Vagabond Builds. But the taillights, the top rear end, spoiler, brake light, privacy glass, wiper, LED tail lights with the hazards, we left them on. CX-70 all-wheel drive, they all come. CX-70 comes standard all-wheel drive. Backup camera right over the Mazda Roseville license plate. This is where we actually like to take a second to give a shout out and a thanks to Mazda Roseville here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California for providing us this beautiful CX-70 for this walk around review. Continuing forward, we got the bumper sensors going across that rear bumper fascia, some matte black plastic lower trim, and we have the exhaust tips, one on each side, okay? Let's go ahead and open up this electric tailgate, and let's talk cargo numbers. So you get a max cargo capacity of 75 cubic feet of space inside the CX-70. All right, got to lift this, get some more cubby room, and tire situation. Your spare tire is under this cover, as well as if we go ahead and lift this, this is another thing that sets the CX-70 apart from the CX-90 is because no third row, you get extra cargo under the mat, okay? Dropping that down, on the right-hand side, we have a 12-volt outlet with a 120-volt inverter, all right? On the left-hand side, you can drop that second row seat in the second row seat, bench, just like that, maximizing all that 75 cubic feet of space. And everybody, a lot of people are going to ask me, I know I get these in the comments a lot, is should I do the CX-90 or should I do the CX-70? Honestly, if you have the pocketbook, because I know the CX-90 is coming in a little bit more expensive, go with the CX-90. Why do I say that? Is because when if you don't need the third row, just drop them down and use the cargo capacity either way. But just in case maybe you will need a third row, you pick up that third row and you have cargo also a third row. All right, so my best advice to anybody would be go with the CX-90. That's some advice between Vagabond Builds and my viewers. So let's go ahead and close this tailgate and head over to the interior side of the CX-70. Before we continue with this video, if you find yourself in the Sacramento, California, or the greater Sacramento area like Rockland, Roseville, Elk Grove, and many other cities, if you need a passenger van rental for the friends and the family for the fun activities such as San Francisco, Napa Valley Wine Country, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, Yellowstone, and many other places, use the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals. We also deliver. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. So let's talk interior of the CX-70, everyone. Now, again, it resembles the CX-90, as I keep mentioning in this video, but get a load of this beautiful khaki interior with the black stripe inserts, suede all over the place, suede on the center, suede on the dashboard, just phenomenal. Look, I love this color combo on the inside, especially with that rhodium white exterior paint color, phenomenal. But get a load of the 12.3-inch infotainment screen, navigation. It does have the wireless CarPlay, Apple CarPlay wireless, Android Auto. Let's go ahead and show you guys what home looks like. I want to show you guys what the camera, 360, panoramic camera, bird's eye view, and you can change the angle on that as well. Going back home, let's go ahead and show you guys what the entertainment looks like. That's entertainment with the Sirius XM radio, and you could go over to settings, and you get in-vehicle display, sound settings, whatnot, and all this good stuff. Now, this being the top trim, you get the 12-speaker Bose premium sound system inside this vehicle. Lower than that, hazard lights, engine start-stop button. We got a dual climate control here. That's how it's going to look when it's turned on. You can sync the climate control as well as heated and ventilated seats because of the Premium Plus trim, okay? Your lower trims won't get the ventilation, heated steering wheel, and so forth. Wireless charging pad right near the 12-volt outlet. Cup holders. This is what your CX-70 key fob is going to look like. Shift lever, drive modes, and if we go ahead and shift through the drive modes, you'll see it on the front cluster: sport, normal, and off-road. Okay, now the cluster design or display does look slightly different as well with regards to the RPM gauge and on the temperature gauge with the gas gauge. Also, we got the control unit and the hard buttons here for that infotainment screen, popping up the lids, more center console area, USB-C plugins, 2 of them here in the front. Up top, panoramic glass all the way over to the second row seating, tilt slide option, as well as here in front, this is the way you're going to control that electric visor with dimmable rear view mirror with the garage door openings, okay? Now coming over to the driver cockpit display cluster, what do I see? What's in front of me? I see a full 12.3-inch digital display screen. Steering wheel does come leather wrapped and heated. On the right-hand side of the steering wheel, we get the tech like the lane departure assist, the crash warning, cruise control. On the left, we have your media controls and your telephone and so forth. Behind that leather wrap steering, we get the paddle shifters for the 8-speed automatic transmission. On the right-hand side of the telescopic column is going to be your wiper system, and on the left, your lighting system. All CX-70s do have the standard electrical steering column. In front, up top, heads-up display because of that top trim, okay? So keep that in mind. On the left-hand side, what do we get? Get some more buttons there going on. Got the sensor buttons, your traction controls, your I-stop off button, tailgate lift button, your memory system on your seating memory and setting that button, all right? Also, we got that kind of sporty feel on that dark gray inlay look, some more suede. Window switches, controls, those side mirrors do fold, okay? Automatic foldable, really cool when you're in tight spots. Let me go ahead and open that and shine some light on that door panel. Beautiful color combination. Cup holder down there, as well as some more cubby room. Okay, now that I'm done with the front, let's go ahead and show you guys the second row seating, and we have no third row because it's not a CX-90. Now the second row seating, everyone. I'm about 6 feet 2 inches to put things into perspective for you guys. The room back here is way more than enough. Look at my head clearance completely there. I'm not even touching it, as well as my leg clearance, okay? So for the long road trips, this is a check and a clear. Armrest with the big cup holders. We still got the perforation back here with the suede inserts and that black stripe. Beautiful look on the color interior. In front, we got a pocket on the back of each front seat. In between those two front seats, some vents, USB-C plugins back here as well, and a tri-zone climate control with heated seats because, again, the top premium plus trim in the Turbo S, okay? If the sun is bothering you, not just the privacy glass or the tinted glass back here on the second row, but you also have a sun visor, all right? Up top, your O snap handle with your reading light and the nice True Light LED lighting. Now, continuing, I wanted to show you guys some cool features. So we can mess around with this bench, leaning forward and back, as well as this rest here, okay? And you can drop that low. I showed you guys that. But something that's really cool too is if you go ahead and drop this backrest all the way down, you can actually access that cargo from back here as well. Let me go ahead and pick up this backrest, right? And check this out. Some more access, okay? So you get more cargo, all right? So that's pretty cool for not having the third row seating. So maybe you want that extra cargo under that mat. You're hiding some stuff, put it in there, up to you, all right? Now, guys, we're pretty much done with the CX-70. Let us know what you guys think. Here's the MSRP sticker coming in at $55,950. Exactly what you need to know. The list will show this because there's just so much to talk about on these vehicles that if I sat here and talked about everything, you would not be watching our videos because the video would be too long. But thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu, and check out our other Mazda car make and model videos. Thank you so much, and God bless.